Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to completely shift how you think about building AI agents. We are going to dig into one absolutely crucial distinction. A chat transcript only tells you what was said in the past. It doesn't tell you what's actually true about a task right now. What the current step is, what data has been gathered, what's still missing, or what needs approval. So, if your multi-step agents keep stalling out or falling apart in production, stick around because you are definitely in the right place.
So let's just get right into it. Why do most AI agents crash and burn when you actually deploy them? Well, the single biggest point of failure in enterprise AI right now is treating a chat history log as a back-end execution environment. It's kind of funny, honestly. The AI industry has spent the last couple of years basically rediscovering why we invented databases and structured data in the first place. When you just wrap a simple loop around a chat log and ask an AI model to continuously reread it to figure out what to do next, you're setting your system up for failure. The problem isn't the AI model itself. The problem is the architecture.
When you compare a transcript to a structured state, the difference is night and day. A transcript is just an unstructured log. It's a back-and-forth record of conversation turns. It doesn't inherently track the current step of a workflow or flag what needs approval. And when you confuse that messy, flowing record of what was said with the organized, concrete reality of what is actually true right now, your agent completely loses its grip on what it's supposed to be doing. Here is our roadmap for today. First, we'll cover the chat history illusion. Second, defining structured state. Third, how state evolves. Fourth, enabling real branching logic. And finally, the foundation of frameworks. Let's kick things off with part one, the chat history illusion, and the very real danger of using a transcript as your backend. When you rely entirely on an append-only chat log to act as your agent's memory, you are building an incredibly fragile system. Picture this. A user removes an item from their shopping cart, but because your agent is just scanning a flat array of past user and assistant messages, it easily loses track of reality. That cart update, it never made it into the active text context. So 5 minutes later, the AI enthusiastically recommends the exact same item the user literally just deleted. Or even worse, the context window fills up. Older messages get trimmed off, and the agent just stalls out or restarts from a completely wrong assumption because it forgot what step it was on. It really boils down to this fundamental idea. The presentation layer is not the backend. Relying on a conversation array forces a presentation layer data structure to act as your control flow. Think about that for a second. A chat interface is designed for humans to read text. It was never designed to be a backend execution environment tracking complex multi-step logic. Trying to shoehorn it into that role is just not a recipe for reliable task completion. Moving right along to part two, defining structured state, which is basically a structured object traveling right alongside your conversation. So if we aren't using the chat transcript for control flow, what do we use? We use a structured object. Instead of a messy, unstructured log, we have clearly named fields keeping track of exactly where we are. Let's look at a concrete, generic example. Say a multi-step booking or approval task. The state object for this would contain specific fields. We have a workflow ID. We know the current step is validating_dates. We can see exactly what data has been gathered so far. We can clearly see the approval status is false, and the retry count is at 0. This structured object is the ultimate source of truth for the system, completely unaffected by whatever random conversational tangent the user might take. Which brings us to part three, how state evolves. This is all about updating specific fields instead of just appending messages. Now, how does this actually change over time? Well, instead of endlessly tacking new messages onto the bottom of a transcript and just crossing your fingers that the AI will read the whole thing and figure it out, each step of the workflow specifically updates a targeted field. It mutates the state object cleanly. When data is gathered, only the gathered data field updates. When approval is requested, the current step field changes. When a manager finally signs off, the approval status cleanly flips to true. The data is organized, deliberate, and precise. And this separation, it is incredibly powerful. Why? Because it lets an agent check a single definitive Boolean field to see if a condition is met. Think about the alternative, forcing the model to reread and deduce reality from 50 lines of a massive conversation log every single time it needs to make a decision. Checking is approval_status equal to true directly is fast, cheap, and bulletproof. Rereading a transcript from scratch, that's slow, expensive, and frankly, a breeding ground for hallucinations. All right, let's dive into part four, enabling real branching logic. This is how we make predictable decisions without all that rereading. When you're building real-world agents, you don't just want a straight, predictable line. You need workflows that can intelligently pivot based on conditions. With a structured state, the next action is determined by checking fields directly. It's fast and it's predictable. Picture a slightly more complex task with an actual branch. If that approval field is true, we deterministically follow path A to finalize the booking. If it's false, we deterministically follow path B to request modifications. A chat history-only approach would struggle immensely with this exact same case. It would have to rederive the entire situation from scratch just to guess which branch to take, often stalling out or looping endlessly when the history gets too dense. This brings us to a massive light bulb moment. Context is what the model sees, but state is what the system knows. You absolutely should use your large language model to understand natural language, to parse messy human inputs, and to extract information. But you use the state machine, that structured object, to predictably control the flow of the workflow itself. Basically, you let the AI do the thinking, but you let the architecture do the driving.
Let's zoom out a bit for part 5, the foundation of frameworks, and why this is the absolute bedrock for agentic systems.
By separating reasoning from control flow, structured state is what makes your agents predictable. But beyond that, it makes them highly auditable. You can log every single time a field transitions from one value to another, which is literally a compliance stream for enterprise systems. And perhaps most importantly, it allows for safe recovery. If your workflow crashes at step 8 because of a random network timeout, a state-driven system just looks at the state object and resumes exactly at step 8. A chat-driven system, it usually has to start all over from step 1 because the task progress was never properly saved outside of the conversation. Once you master this separation between chat history and state, the ceiling for what you can build gets infinitely higher. It's a foundational concept that powers all the major workflow frameworks we'll be covering later on. But for now, ask yourself, are your current agents actually solving problems, or are they just lost in their own chat logs? The foundation of reliable AI starts right here. And with state in place, the real question becomes, who's tracking it? One agent or several working together? That's next.